right. Yeah. So anyway, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks. Did you want to say something?
I just said spooky, scary skeleton.
Anyway, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Welcome back to the second session of Disaster Squad.
We're so professional.
Yeah. I'm Puffin Forrest. I'm Ben. I'm going to be GMing this game of Mutants and Masterminds. Also, welcome to Eric from the Codfish. Say hi, Eric.
Hi, the Codfish on Twitch. Hi, how are you?
And then also with me is Marcos from Marcos Games.
Hi. Same Twitch, and then that with a Z. Yeah.
I'll put the links in the description. You guys can follow from there.
The link in the description.
And then we have Taylor from Taylor.
Taylor from Friendship.
I do nothing.
From Friendship. Friendship is the most important thing to do.
That's true.
Anyway, thank you for coming to the second session. In the first session, Eric's character, I have notes. Harkin had arrived in Sanctus, and as Harkin came to Sanctus, he went towards the Downs, and he got stung by a Crick's poison dart, and so he had to go to try and get treatment. However, once he went to go get treatment, he found out that a lot of the medicine there had gotten stolen, and he had teamed up with Donovan and
Heidi.
Heidi
found her, and then I was just kind of there.
To track down and figure out where the medicine had been stolen, and what they found was that it was being sold around, and they found out that there was a guy called Duquesne, not Duncan, Duquesne, who had stolen the medicine and was kind of peddling it through some guys, and so they found that he was out in the water district. They had spoken to someone who was a sailor or a fisherman who went out there and fished, and Donovan found out that his hideout is in kind of this downed building. So they're going out to the waterfront district. You have all these skyscrapers, and there's this, and it's a very flooded area. And one of the skyscrapers is his hangout. You have to get out there by boat. So Harkin's character actually uses his telekinesis to lift up Heidi's character and carries her, the two of them out, and Donovan's character flies out there using his cape. And they get spotted by the guards who are there, and they both fire at them, and Harkin throws Heidi up onto the roof, and that is where we're going to start with a fight scene. So we're going to have everyone roll initiative.
Heidi is dead.
Also, they had, with Heidi and Donovan, had actually animated a
swamp
this
monster.
kind of like swamp monster that was crawling up from the underside from the lower levels and trying to get up there. So I'm going to roll so that he's going to go on Donovan's turn.
It's been a bit, so I forget exactly how initiative rolling works.
Thank
Is
you.
it just D20 plus?
Your initiative, yeah.
Okay.
What's the initiative, though?
What's initiative again? Is it the
agility?
Is it agility? Okay.
Hey,
We have agility and dexterity.
Do we need just the D20? I can't remember what.
Yes,
other dice
just
we
the
used.
D20.
13, lucky number.
21.
1 plus 1 is 2.
Yay! You're
Real
number
quick.
1.
Yeah, I'm number 1. So Duquesne, not Smiling Spectre.
Yeah.
People think the Smiling Spectre stole meds, but we learned it was someone named Duquesne who has the meds, at least.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, I'm one more than Harkin. So,
yeah.
Also, Heidi, what is your initiative? I didn't hear anything.
She's there.
Same.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything either.
It's 21.
Oh, 21. There you go.
Twice.
She's there. Yay. Okay. Okay. All right. 21. So Heidi is going to go first.
Great.
And
got
you are
flung,
now
right?
on top of the roof.
Yeah. I threw her on the roof.
Okay, so from the roof, what do I see in front of me?
So you see that there's this dilapidated doorway. The roof is kind of slanted. There's even kind of this area is overgrown with kind of moss and vines, and there's a hole kind of that leads down.
But there's no people there.
There's no one on the roof. You were the people looking out towards you were actually, there was a window that was like broken in, and they were just like sitting there.
Okay. Can I look over the side of the skyscraper? If I do that, do I see the people that were in the window? Like, are they hanging out?
Oh, so you want to look out over the side and look down towards them
Yeah.
in the window? Yeah, you can see them.
Okay, can I create a vine and I want to pull somebody out of the building?
Okay, gotcha. Give me a ranged combat check. Oh, you made the roll. Okay, so 13. So you managed to grab one, and then you chuck him out. And he goes, and falls down. I'm gonna see first how far he is up. It's very far. And I'm gonna have him do a toughness check against the damage, and he gets very hurt when he just impacts the water below, and there's this huge splash as he impacts it. And we're going to jump over to Donovan. Livewire.
All right. How far out am I? I gave her my cloak so she wouldn't crash, right?
Yeah, correct.
So I'm just being
I'm floating you.
yeah. I would want to command my cloak to come back to me.
Okay.
Sure, she falls off the edge.
What? No, because she's on the ground now, right?
Yeah, she is.
Skyscraper, but yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah,
the cloak
well, I mean-
comes back to you.
So I can and flip around me so I can start flying on my own as well.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna have the swamp monster. There are two guys on the dock with guns pointed at us, right?
They are so they're in the window. They're about they're in a window up on the skyscraper. They're about 50 feet off of the water.
And that's one of the people I just flung out, right?
Yeah, one of them you just flung out is in the water, and then there's another one in the window.
Is he dying, or is he dead, or is he alive?
He's floundering a bit.
I'm going to command our swamp monster to go and take him captive.
Okay, gotcha. So the swamp monster gonna make a roll. Gonna make a defensive roll. Okay, so what happens is he's next to the building, like like kind of swimming, and then there's a crash as a fist comes out through the window, grabs him around the head, and then like pulls him into the darkness.
It's Batman.
All right, don't kill him when you do it.
So anyway, that's your turn. We're going to jump now to it's my turn. So let me think.
Who will I murder?
So there are Heidi down below. You hear the shuffling of all these different footsteps as people are kind of running around, and two more guys show up kind of at the window, and they fire off two shots down towards. One is going to be coming towards Harkin, and the other one is going to be coming towards Livewire. So Livewire is going to have to give me a his what was it?
Dodge.
Yeah, his dodge. Yeah, both of you are going to have to give me a dodge roll.
All right,
Wait, me too? Both?
Yes.
Two? Okay, got it.
that's a 23.
A 23. Okay.
And you're gonna have to remind me about deflect if this does anything, but roll.
No, it's just a flat dodge roll because the
Okay.
deflect is an action.
Right. Then 17.
Okay, 17. Okay, so
18.
the
18.
the shot coming for you, Harkin, was a 7. So it's like oh, and it just like it wasn't. You're like, oh, I didn't even have to dodge. And then live wire, he does manage to dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
So then going over to Harkin.
Well, I'm gonna start moving closer. But I would like, since I have water walk, I'm gonna go on top of the water.
Okay.
Moving towards them. I have it at rank 2, whatever that means.
Okay,
I remember
gotcha.
reading it, and it meant no penalties.
Yeah, I gotcha.
At 2. So, run along the water at my 30 per mile speed to pretty much try and get to or into the building.
Okay. So there's a window in front of you. Do you want to break it, or do you want to go around looking for an entrance?
And there's 2 of these guys still up front.
Once again, it's one of them is high up. He's 50 feet, and then there was another one who got pulled into the building by the swamp monster.
Oh, they were. That's right. You said they were high up. My brain changed where they were. Oh well, if they're high up, then no, I'm not going to go in. I'm going to then start walking up the wall.
Okay, gotcha.
So I just pretty much do 30 miles per hour, whatever, to go up to essentially where he is, if I can reach that. Pretty much water run up the wall, get to where he is, and just move object to throw him out the window as well.
Okay, gotcha. Roll me your ranged combat.
And I will give him the full 12 ranks of move object, so he's gonna go flying.
All right.
Ranged combat, there you are. I rolled a 15.
9. So what happens is you see, whoa, as he goes like a shooting, like you fling him out of the building, and there's a skyscraper over there, and he impacts the other skyscraper, and then like goes in through a window.
And I kind of stand there awkwardly looking at what I've done. I just, sorry, and then go in through where he was. As you go in, there's one guy like right in your face. He's like, huh? And I think that's it for my turn, though, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just, ooh. Uh-oh.
So Heidi's turn.
I saw Harkin go in through the window, correct?
Yeah, you saw him get like one of the guys get thrown out.
Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs then.
Okay, gotcha. You start going downstairs, and as you're going down, give me a perception check. Yeah.
2.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So
You're
as you're
dead.
going down the stairs, what happens
Don't
is you
jinx
see there are 2 guys on the stairway, and one of the guys is wearing like this heavy jacket, and you're kind of coming down, and you hear them saying like, "What's going on?" Like, I don't know. There's some kind of intruders or something. Like I heard someone up on the roof, and then you come around, like you're going down the stairwell, and they come up, and so they just like lock eyes for a second. And what do you want to do?
Is there any like plants or anything
Cutting in and out.
on the floor or the walls?
There's some vines around. Yeah.
I want to use snare, I think it is.
Oh, the one that entraps
That
someone.
makes it
Okay,
so
so I have
that
to
they
make a
can't
save.
move or something like that.
All right, so it incapacitates them. So there's 2 guys there. One guy has a rifle, and the other guy has this kind of I don't know, bit of electronics on his arm.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. Wait, I'm confused.
Okay, so there's 2 guys who are coming up the stairwell. One has a gun, and the other one has some like electronics on his arm. Some strange electronics.
Okay.
Give me another perception check. What was the number?
22.
Okay, 22. All right, so you see he has some kind of like strange electronics or this like gauntlet on one of his arms, and the other one is carrying around a rifle. And
Are
so
there
you're going to
any
do
stones in
snare.
there?
Can you do it on both of them, or do you have to pick one or the other? Does it have an area of effect?
That's what I'm kind of looking at. I'm not sure if I meant snare or environment. I'm just trying to stop them.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So I'm gonna have them do a roll their save DC. Okay. Fail. And fail. They are both ensnared now. One crit failed, so he is actually like fully restrained, as in like can't move, and then the other one's just like impaired.
And then, do I have any more movement or no?
Unfortunately, that was your because you failed the perception. It was like you just moved right up to them, and you're like, "Oh crap!" and then you did the ensnare, and so that's it for your turn. Jumping over to Donovan.
I'm still outside, right?
Yeah.
And is there anybody still by the window? Or did
Yeah, there's one guy
Harkin-
by the window. It's the one Harkin like popped in, and then the guy's right there. He's like, "Oh."
Where's the swamp monster?
The swamp monster is several floors down.
Is there anything? So like the bottom of the skyscraper is underwater, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's something else I could animate so I could have another helper. But yeah, swamp monster's underwater. Hopefully he's not drowning the guy. I don't want him to drown the dude. The guy that Harkin threw crashed into a different skyscraper, right?
Yeah. I mean, he is like pretty much dead. Like he just got like cannon shot. Like even when he impacted the side of a building, like you hear just splort as he went through the building.
Splort.
So like part of me wants to like have Donnie be one of the people who's like I just want to stop crime. I don't want to kill people and like go and try and like tie up the dude but resurrect him so that he can get arrested or something. I don't think that'll be helpful for us at the moment. And I think my resurrect works for a while anyway. I think it's like where is that? Fewer minutes than my healing rank, and my healing rank is 5. So I'd have 5 minutes. I'm gonna fly up to where that guy crashed and see if I can find his body.
Okay, gotcha. So whoop, you fly over. You find the body.
Is it like in one piece?
Yeah. Neck's kind of off to the side, like the rib cage is kind of caved in.
I'm going to take any objects that he might have, anything that like
Is weapon shaped?
any weapons, his weapon shape, any weapon shaped objects I'm going to remove from him, and I'm also gonna like
Why the
try and find
pants?
if there are like vines or anything around or anything that I can like use to restrain him. I'm gonna do that before
Alright.
I try and bring him back to life.
Okay.
But I'm assuming that'll take multiple turns.
I'm gonna say removing the items and then tying them up is one turn. So
All right.
the next turn you
and
can
I'd
resurrect.
command the swamp monster to like restrain the guy that he's grabbed as well, and then move into the building to help out Harkin and
So what you hear, Harkin, is boom, 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 as like the swamp monster is just like breaks the ceiling, climbs up one floor, breaks the ceiling, climbs up one floor.
I'm just imagining like he also I'm imagining, since he's made up of like seaweed and stuff, it could just have the guy he grabbed just like stuck inside of him.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Fist he's using to punch through the floor.
Not in the fist, but like in what was it?
He's using
I'm trying
the
to
body.
think of what you call it, but more like it's stuck inside his body.
Okay, yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
So after Donovan, it's my turn. The guy. Okay, so one of the guys is like in front of Heidi, and one of the guys he pulls out his gauntlet and he points it towards her, and it produces kind of this electrical blast that shoots in the direction of Heidi, and she's going to have to give me a dodge roll.
Can she do it?
It's 22.
Okay, all right, yeah, it's missing. So anyway, the thing is, he is restrained, so that is more difficult for him. The other guy is simply fighting at the vines, and he's not restrained anymore, but he is like inhibited by them, because he's just kind of like pulling them off, like ripping them off. And there's the guy in front of Harkin, and he just points his gun at Harkin and pulls the trigger. So you're gonna have to give me a dodge roll.
Yep. You know what? Let's see here.
15?
Oh, 20.
Okay.
Dirty.
Dirty 20. So you're like, "Ugh," out of the way, but the you have an ability, so the shot kind of arcs down, hits your feet, and you like, well, kind of sidestep it. And jumping over to Harkin.
Oh, hey. Oh, so he just did that. I'm going to, kind of chuck that guy, and it kind of caught me off guard because it's still sort of survival mode. They're shooting at us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. I think I'm just going to... Is it just this guy in front of me? I don't see
Yeah, there's just the one guy
else. There. Okay, then not full force, but is the creature on this floor yet, or I hear it?
You hear it.
I'm gonna
going up the floors.
essentially like move object with the damage, but push him to where it's gonna come through.
All right, gotcha. Okay,
I'm just
give
gonna,
me
like,
give me your ranged
force
combat
push.
attack against his defensive. All right, failed.
Because I'd still rather live than keep them alive, personally. 19.
Okay, 19. So you push him in the direction of that guy, of where the swamp monster is going to be coming out, and kind of hold.
Yeah, I can hear him. That's a guesstimate. I might be off, but I just kind of like give him a force push to try and
Okay.
knock him out
Heidi,
at least, or
yeah, Heidi's turn.
I'm going to I'm going to first walk around the people that are ensnared.
Okay, you're gonna walk around him.
Yeah, and I want to try to find the room that those people were in the window.
Okay, gotcha. Give me an acrobatics check to just kind of like, woo, like sidestep them.
It is 19.
You're fine. So you sidestep them, and they're like, get back here, you bitch, as you go down the floor, and you get to the floor where you actually give me a perception check to see if you hear where all this fighting and stuff is happening.
22.
Okay, you know exactly which floor they're fighting on. So you get to the floor, open the door, and there you see Harkin, and you see he is telekinetically pushing someone in the direction of a certain direction of where he thinks the swamp monster is going to come up.
Okay, and how many people are in that room?
One.
Oh, just one.
me and the other guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in the hallway that I just left, I'm going to use element control, and I'm going to create a blockade so people can't come down it anymore.
Okay, so it's just like all these plants form there. And we're going to jump over to, after Heidi, Donovan. So,
All right.
Donovan, the swamp monster comes up on its turn, rah, and then sees the guy being held there with the telekinetic blast, or telekinetic push, and pushes him into him. And so he's going to make a roll to... the swamp monster is going to grab him.
All right, so I'm just gonna he's just like it gets stuck in there. Topaz, that's what I'm thinking of. Because you watch Steven Universe.
Oh,
So, like, when they're
Topaz, that's
kidnapping
it.
everybody, when they're kidnapping everybody and they're all just stuck inside of Topaz's body, that's what I'm thinking.
Now, there's two bodies inside of the swamp thing's swampy body.
Yeah, just kind of stuck there.
So on your turn, as far as you wanted to resurrect the guy,
Yeah, so I need to make a DC 20 heal check. So
can
do I
do it.
add my heal rank?
Yeah,
then?
you do.
Or is there anything else that I add?
you add your heal rank.
Just heal rank. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I've never tried this. So
You have to
let's
shout
hope
clear.
it just works.
Clear!
And I go for it. That's a 2, so total is 7.
Also, you guys have heal point, or you have hero points, by the way.
You do
to
have a
reroll.
hero point. You have 2 of them.
I'm not gonna waste it on a villain. I was just more like,
But your morals.
I tried at least.
What?
I don't, part of me thinks maybe I should.
You have 2.
I'm gonna use one of. I'm gonna use one of them.
One's gone.
So here we go. That's a 12. That's a little better. I'm not
Wait,
spending. I'm not
really
spending
quick.
2 hero points on him.
And I'm just to be clear, we can't use a hero point to be like he did it. It's just a reroll, right?
You can expend a hero point to do a reroll, or sometimes in certain situations, if your background is like, this thing just happens, where it's like, oh yeah, I know you from college, kind of a thing.
No, yeah, same with like how I have my connections thing, and I can be like, I pay a hero point. I know someone who's here, or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay, well you tried. Darn it.
Yeah, I tried. I
Darn
was
it.
like, okay.
He's dead.
That tells, yeah, he's very much dead. I still have no idea how my heal power works. So I'm gonna fly to the building now.
It was a
I'm just
good
gonna
test.
leave him there. I'm actually gonna take. He has a gun, right?
Yeah, he has a gun.
I'm gonna take that gun off of him
Hey,
and
good
bring
for
it
him
with me.
holding on to that through all that.
Yeah, jeez. He didn't let go of it.
He's like, ah! But
As he-
he's gone.
I'll
Yeah,
say
as he
that the
faded-
gun was probably a bit farther away from his body.
Ah, shit! I had to say something.
As he, as,
no,
as
like,
he
I
was
mean, like,
dying,
10 feet or
he saw the
something, 20
specter
feet.
of death and he wanted to shoot it.
Yeah. On his way out.
Okay, after Donovan's turn, it's my turn. 2 of them are captured. One's dead. The other 2, you guys hear just like as they're coming down the stairs, attempting to fight with the brush, and not succeeding. Anyway, jumping over to Harkin.
God, these guys are terrible villains. So really quick, to be clear, aside from the hallway she just came from and the coming from that way, there's nothing else. I don't hear any movement from like floors below or anything.
Correct.
Okay, then I'm gonna search this floor really quick. Like, I know there's still people here, so I'm trying not to get murdered. But I'm gonna look for the meds, and I'll ask Heidi. Did you see the medicine anywhere? As I kind of like run past her and start scanning the room and other rooms
Give
on this
me-
floor, sort of thing.
Give me either an investigation or perception check.
Well, I'm much better at. Nope, I'm crap at both. I have a +1 in perception, so I'll do that. Good news, it's a 12.
You see some boxes which might have the medicine in there.
Or guns. Well, I head over there after I asked Heidi if she saw anything on the floor above. And I run over to those boxes and I'm trying to open them.
Okay, getcha. Roll. Give me a flat chance roll, so just a d20.
Okay, yeah.
You crit fail. The box is too high.
Yeah, crit fail, they're trapped, I'm dead. 18.
18. All right.
18.
So you needed an 17, 18, 19, or 20. They are the meds.
Oh, shit. All right. So I
You
throw
got
them open. I don't know how much time left, but essentially, like, I found them! I found them right here!
All right, you
I'm
got
all
it.
excited because I'm still poisoned. What does the poison do?
Nothing right now, but it's like later on,
does.
like you degrade.
It's inevitable death, is what it is.
Yeah, no, it gives you the worst affliction ever. Plot responsibilities.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, jumping over to Heidi.
I am going to rush over to him after he says he has the medicines. And how many boxes are there?
There's several cases.
Okay.
And by case I mean, or by box, or so a box contains multiple cases inside of it. There's about 4 boxes of them.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a lot of medicine.
That is. Do you think this is all of them?
I mean, we should be thorough, I guess, but maybe we should watch out for those guys coming? And I point back at the hallway.
Okay. I mean, I created a giant wall that it's going to be really hard to get through. I'm going to...
dramatically bust through.
Right. Can I hold my action?
Okay. You're gonna hold your action, and then
You know that there's two people you can interrogate stuck inside the swamp monster next to you.
So jumping over to Donovan.
I'm flying back to the building. And if I am I there now?
Yep, you're back of the building.
Okay. So I pop in through the window and I see everybody and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Is everybody okay?
We found the medicine.
I found the medicine, and there's two more guys in there, and I point at the hall.
How long do you think it'll take them to get through that?
2 hours, just say it.
They spent last. I'd say that they spent last turn doing it, so it's this turn they'll probably be bursting through.
All right.
Any second now.
I'd turn to the guys stuck inside the swamp monster, and I'd be like, "Is there any more medicine?"
We aren't talking. We don't have to talk to you.
I'd have the swamp monster tighten around them.
All right. Give me an intimidation roll.
Da-da.
The swamp monster flexes.
That is 17.
17. Okay. I guess we could talk to you though.
Yeah, you know what? Actually,
Yeah, those are the only medicine that we have.
Where'd you get it from?
We stole it from the hospital.
Do you guys think we should just leave, or...
Insight check.
Huh?
Yeah, you guys should just leave. He thinks you're
doing
talking to them.
oh, you're in...
She's doing an insight check on those guys.
All right, so insight check. What's the number?
I don't know what to roll.
Insight is on your second page as well.
A skill on the second page.
Okay.
Roll D20 and add.
Yeah, it's an 8.
Your insight's an 8? Jeez.
No, total.
So it does seem like he does want you guys gone.
Why would he want that? I'm so confused.
Since I'm sure it's about time, I'm heading over to that hallway, and before that wall breaks, I'm just gonna full force push the wall.
Okay, gotcha.
Because they have guns. I don't want us to die.
I can fix that theoretically. Theoretically.
So, do I roll? Do I roll a d20?
Okay,
Sure.
so you're gonna try and push the door.
Yeah, like the wall she made, and I know they're on the other side with guns. I'm just trying to blast them back with the wall, whatever's left of it.
Okay, so they are not behind the wall yet, but
Okay.
she thinks like
Yeah.
they'll probably be down next turn. So
Okay,
I'm gonna
then,
have
yeah.
you do a perception check just to wait until you hear them on the other side,
Okay.
and then do the force push.
Sure.
So give me a perception
I-
check.
Oh, a 5.
Okay.
I think they're there.
So what's going to happen, is that the door opens up and the two of them are there, and so they're both going to get an attack, and then you can do your action.
Oh God! So I come to do it, and they're already through.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit.
So one is going to attack, fire the Last and
I have. If
that's a 10 to
it's
try
not-
and hit.
Oh, I got a
Harkin.
12. I got 12. I rolled a 10 plus 2.
Okay, screw you. And then
Yeah!
the other guy fires
roll
the
another
gauntlet,
one?
and that is going to attack Heidi,
Oh, okay.
and that is going to be
Oh,
a 15.
I'm there.
This is on the floor. They got through the wall. I was
Oh,
waiting.
was I able to use
and
my
then they
held action
opened the
then?
door.
Okay, you can do your held action.
I would
I can do.
create another wall.
That would be cutting me off from them, if that matters.
Well, the issue is
Or,
that
I
you
mean, not
you were
me,
trying to do it before they came through.
Yeah.
And so-
I meant. Sorry, I misspoke. I meant cutting me off from you guys. If
Okay.
you created a wall, I'm right in front of these guys.
No, but I was trying to use my held action before that happened. But,
Okay, so make your attack on one of the guys.
Me?
I'm talking to Heidi.
Okay.
okay, so instead I'm attacking? I'm confused.
Yep. Well, you had a held
wanted to
action,
make a
correct,
wall.
Heidi?
She wanted to hold her action to make a wall.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
A secondary wall. So the question is,
Okay, so
the
what I'm
wall
going to do is
is.
retcon. They burst forth. She makes another wall as they burst down the door.
okay.
So, and then you get to do your force push on them.
Okay, cool.
So
Hey,
give
that'll
me your
work.
attack roll.
Me? All right.
Yeah.
Ranged combat, yeah?
Yep.
And I add... Do I not add these ranks in move object?
Correct. That's just the strength of it.
Okay. Yeah, I always get confused with this. All right. Well, it's just a wall right in front of me. A total of 12.
Okay.
So they throw open the door. She has an ivy wall appear, and I just...
What you can see is one of them does manage to get out of the way, and the other one across. Like there's a stairwell, and he hits the far side of the stairwell, and then falls on the down the stairwell, and there's a splash
But I-
as it hits the water below.
Okay, so he might be alive. But I've now destroyed the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is going to be
That was... Shit.
okay. So that was the they were coming through. You guys stopped them, pushed them back. Now it's actually the guy's turn with the gauntlet. He points towards Harkin and is going to fire his shot.
Oh, dear.
10.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
Okay, you're going to get hit. So give me a damage resistance roll.
What do I add to that?
It's a toughness roll. Yeah.
16 total.
16.
I get hit, but take
You
0
are going to
damage 'cause
take
I'm a beast.
a -2 injury as you're like, and there's you're getting shocked, electrocuted, and so you can hear the searing as it goes through your flesh.
Ow. Okay, now to be clear, what does this -2 apply to?
That means future toughness rolls against damage.
And excuse me, just toughness rolls for damage?
Correct, because the idea is that
Okay.
it's like every time you make a roll, you take damage, is you get an injury, and so it gets harder and harder, and then eventually you'll fail a roll and then go unconscious.
Okay. Wow.
Harkin,
And
your turn.
that toughness roll is up to chance anyway, huh?
Yeah.
Because you roll for it. Mm-hmm. Yeesh. Okay, cool. That was their turn.
Harkin, your turn.
His turn. Oh, shit. So he hits me with this, like, electro gauntlet.
Yeah.
I'm going to snare him and not area. I'm just going to essentially gravity him to the floor so he can't do anything.
All right, I think I have to make a save.
I think so. It's rank 10.
All right, so that's a 20
might be
to
pretty
succeed.
high.
He does not make a 20, so he is
Okay.
on the ground, incapacitated.
So I snare him, and as I'm kind of holding my burned electrical side from him, and I just pinned him with the gravity. I'll say, "Are you Duquesne?"
Who wants to know?
the man who could kill you, and I kind of crush him a little against the floor.
Give me an
At least
intimidation
I try
roll.
just to make it. I try to just make it a little bit against the floor. I am a little bit
Accident prone.
wound up. Wound up. But yeah, I try to just apply pressure. I try to flex my gravity muscles. Intimidation, you said?
Yes.
Can I add anything to that since I'm using?
He just gets a
Ow.
penalty.
Okay, that works. Wow, natural 20.
Yes, I'm Duquesne. Okay, just let me go. What are you doing?
Well, if he's not doing anything, can I like take the gauntlet off of him or something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I grab that and I take it, and I look to the superheroes as I'm just holding him down with my powers. What do we do? What do I do? What do I do?
We restrain him and take him to the police. Or any kind of law. Is there any kind of law organization here?
Yeah, there's the
or is
police.
this like, okay, there is police.
They have police and stuff.
I wasn't sure how dystopian this was.
How dystopia are we?
No, they just have this one guy they call the sheriff, and it's just a dog. It's just this one dog they just call sheriff.
Dog. He's in the doghouse. Oh, in trouble? Yeah, he's been arrested by the sheriff.
The sheriff is like meow, 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 looking at the food.
Bow wow. Okay, so you guys say restrain him and stuff. So
Yeah, I'd point to our swamp monster and just say shove him in there.
okay, still injured and still adrenaline pumping because these guys are trying to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Hartman's first experience. Gently move him towards sliding across the floor. I try to gently just slide him towards the swamp monster.
All right. Cool. Okay.
Is he the last person?
The other
As far
one,
as we can tell.
as far as you guys can tell, because you pushed. Well, I mean, you mostly know the other guy was the one who hit the wall and then fell down the stairwell.
He did scream on the way down, so he didn't die upon impact with the wall.
With the wall.
Yeah.
Maybe not the stairs, but with the wall at least.
I will let you look into that. I don't feel guilty.
But I'm going to go if we're kind of out of initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Are we out of initiative? Yeah. I'm gonna go and I'm going to heal up that electricity burn that he got.
Okay.
So that's a 17 heal check. So DC 10 for each degree of success heals 1 damage condition. Does that mean I heal his -2 or?
Yeah, you heal
One
his
of the
-2.
two.
Okay.
Cool. Well, if the swamp monster's got that, I'll go over to Heidi and the medicine.
Yeah, the swamp monster just goes whoop and absorbs Duquesne.
Ew. Okay.
So if we're gonna
over to the medicine and just try and like take some, whether it's like a shot or something.
Yeah, it's a shot.
I'm scrounging. I'm trying not to die, so I find cases full of this shot. I just grab it and stick it in my arm or something.
Okay, you
Just
take it
pump
and
myself full of what I hope is medicine.
and you can feel kind of this warmth from.
wait,
the
it needs to
medicine.
be prepared.
And
it needs
also-
to be prepared. It's highly toxic in its raw form. What have we done?
Great. So I'm no longer poisoned?
Yep,
I'm
yep.
not dying?
Yep.
Okay, there's like a couple tears running down his eyes just a little bit as he kind of just takes a seat on the ground. He's healed. He's not poisoned. But he was just shot at and was slowly dying. So he's just kind of like, okay. Okay. And just
good?
kinda
Okay.
taking a
Also,
breather.
so Marcos, how many hero points do you have currently?
One.
One. Okay. So I'll just give yourself another one.
I'll add to his
So,
brand.
Everyone, give me a perception check.
Ooh! By the way, Ben, I didn't mention it, but the gauntlet's like in my backpack or something.
Okay, gotcha.
Just so he doesn't have it. Perception, you said?
Yeah.
I hope. Okay. She got 15. I got 1 plus 1. 17.
17. Outside you hear wee woo wee woo wee woo wee woo.
Wee woo, wee woo. It is, because it's dystopian future, it is one guy with a little strobe light on his head.
Outside there's a few of these boats with kind of like the red and the blue lights like the police. And you hear Garrett's voice going like, "Smile, Inspector. I know you come out here. I got you now."
Oh, fucking hell.
He's Detective Gumshoe from Ace Attorney.
There are vines here, right?
Yeah, there are vines here.
Okay, so, Thistle, could you perhaps fashion a...
We got the place surrounded. Surround the boats.
Yeah,
surrounded.
It doesn't matter, don't worry about it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's gather all of the boxes together. I need you to wrap vines around them and make something that can fly, like, make it look like a dragon or something. Something that can fly us out of here.
Why don't we just put them in a net and we can go down with Harkin's powers?
We don't want to go down, there's police there.
Why don't we want to go to the police?
We just saved the medicine.
Yeah.
I thought that what's-his-fate, the detective there, was after, like, me.
He's after, he is after you specifically.
He thinks you're the Smiling Spectre.
The thing is, what happened is that he had heard some notifications that the Smiling Spectre was going around in the water district, and then he heard reports of, like, oh, there's someone flying out there. And so he's like, I got him now.
He thinks you're the Smiling Spectre.
So, how about you take your cape and
fly, okay.
I don't understand.
Fly away.
Why can't we go talk to the police?
Okay, you guys go talk to the police, and while you're doing that, I'm going to leave discreetly here, have these origami cranes, and I hand them 2 origami cranes.
Should we tell them you helped Donnie?
Yeah.
Donovan Gale?
No!
No? What?
Also, I never told you my last name.
Oh, sorry.
I never told you my last name.
sorry. Okay. Should we... So, no. I don't... I'm just holding the cranes now.
it's live wire, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Live wire. And you're Thistle, not Heidi?
Correct.
Okay.